Today we're diving into Schmincke's Tundra Green, one of their most dramatic super granulating colors, an earthy green-red mix that breaks apart beautifully on textured paper. Schmincke's Tundra Green is made of several colors. It's PG19, which is cobalt green. It's also mixed with PBR6, which is usually considered Mars brown. The reason why the Mars brown looks so red next to the green when they separate is because these are opposites on the color wheel. The green is going to pull out the red of the color. When you put the color down at first, it actually looks quite chalky, and it's hard to get really good color with it. When you put these color on the paper and then you hit it with some water, you're going to start to see the brown and the green separate, and that's where the magic of this happens. What I'm doing first is I'm doing a wash from dark to light, and you can see that the top part where it's really dark, it's very chalky looking. There's not a whole lot of life to the color. But once you throw some water into it and get into those midtones, that's when you really start to see the separation of the brown and the red together. And that's where the magic happens with this color. So this is the first wash. I'm just trying to make a nice graduated wash from dark to light. This color isn't too hard to get a nice graduated wash. It doesn't streak on you too much. But like I said, it just comes out of the tube very, very thin. You really will start to see the color separate on your palette too. And for the next test, what I wanted to do is I'm going to put down just like a mid-value wash of the color. And you can see it's too dark to start with. I'm going to have to lighten this up again. We want a mid-value wash of this. I want to get this even across the whole surface. And what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to go back in and fix my mistake and wake up a little bit of that color. So make it the brush, the thirsty brush. The brush is a little bit drier than the paper. As opposed to putting color down, it's going to pick it up, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm lightening it up. Getting the water even across the whole surface. I'm trying to see if I can get these two colors to blossom. When you're doing water blossoms, you want to work on wet paint. You want to drop water into wet paint. It can't be too wet because it's not going to do a whole lot if it's soaking wet. So you want to let the color soak into the paper just a little bit and then drop water back on top of that. And I'm trying to see if these two separate colors do separate. And you're going to see with the Tundra Green, it really doesn't separate a whole lot. It doesn't give you huge water blossoms. If you're looking for a granulating color, this is a great color. But if you're looking for something that really blossoms, this is not a great color for that. I do love the granulation. I love how it looks on top of the paper. The patina of the red and the green next to each other is absolutely gorgeous. But for blossom effects, it's not wonderful. Now, because this is made of cobalt green is a pretty strong stainer. If you're trying to lift this color off the paper afterwards, you're not going to be able to get a lot of that green off. I'm not sure about the Mars brown, but when I try to take this color off later, not a whole lot of it comes off. And you can start to see here, this does a little bit of blossoming here. So I'd give it like out of a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best blossoming color, I'd give it about a 5 or a 6. The next test, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make this a light value color. Again, I had the same issues before. This color just comes down really dark on the paper. So I'm going to have to repeat the same process as before. I'm going to get the brush drier in the paper so it becomes a thirsty brush and removes the color from the paper. Trying to make this a light value wash. I want to see if the red and the green separate a little bit more on this. I'm sorry, I should say the brown and the green. So I'm lightening up again. And then I'm going to let it sit for a few seconds. And I'm going to come back into it with more water and see if it does blossom. But with the super granulating colors aren't really great for blossoming, this is one of the better ones. I gotta let that water just kind of soak in a little bit, so it just can't look too wet when you're trying to do water blossoms. And then just drop water into it. Don't go back and forth too much. And the next thing I'm doing is I'm gonna come into here and I'm gonna try to take the color off the paper and then drop more water into the drier area to see if that creates even a bigger blossom. But you can do this. The granulation is amazing. I love these colors, how they sit on paper. And if you work on like bow hung paper, for example, especially rough press, it is fantastic. Schmincke's Tundra Green is a highly staining, wildly granulating, and separates beautifully on the paper. Perfect for artists who want texture, depth, and organic color breaks. And if you enjoyed this content, please hit subscribe. If you're interested in all the materials used in this painting, check out the YouTube description below. Thank you for watching, and happy painting.